All right, very good, very good. Everyone is looking for happiness and joy in their life.
Yes, and so we are joined this morning by author Dannie De Novo, giving us tips on a healthy and happy life.
Hi, Danny.
Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good,
well.
pretty good. Of course, we've got Jordan here, too, and we both love anything that involves helping us find that safe space in our hearts and, you know, and spiritual stuff. So this is 5 places happiness is hiding.
Right. You know, I used to be the expert in unhappiness. What I didn't realize is that happiness was hiding kind of right in front of my face a lot of the time. And just a few tricks and a few ways of thinking will change that for you. And you'll be able to find it every morning when you wake up.
What can we start off with?
All right, the first place is your happiness is hiding from you on the other side of your laziness. Now, people don't like to hear this one too much, but the truth is, I believe everyone is deserving of happiness, but you're not entitled for it to just show up one day. It has never rang my front doorbell. So you've got to go out and look for it, and you've got to put habits into place that help you find it each and every day. It's like going to the gym. If I want muscles, I have to go consistently, and then when I get them, I've got to maintain it. Your happiness requires the same kind of work effort.
Okay, number 2.
All right, it's hiding on the other side of your negative outlook. So the other morning, my daughter woke up, and before her feet even hit the floor, she says, "It's going to be a terrible day." And I'm like, no, why would you start the day like that? And then I started thinking, and that's kind of the same way that I started my days. I was always looking for the bad, and guess what? The bad always showed up in some way, shape, or form. I switched my mind to start looking for the good, and again, it might be small to start. You have to look for it. It is hiding, but it's always there if you look hard enough.
So it's almost a choice. You almost have to be aware and make that conscious effort to find it. Like you said, it just doesn't show up.
Yes, with the next one, I'll show you why that's so important. So it's also hiding from you on the other side of your past pain. Now, we're all carrying this around, and it is really, really heavy. So why not put it down? And here's the secret, is that the happiness doesn't live in the past. It doesn't live in the future either. It lives right here in the present moment. And so, yes, you've got to become conscious of the fact each and every day, each and every moment that you are living here in the present moment with your happiness and not allowing the past to repeat itself right now in your brain.
Yeah, doesn't let it exist there.
Right.
No, it doesn't. In fact, your past, the only place your past exists is in your mind and nowhere else. And you can change it. You can change the script in your brain.
Yes.
And a lot of people live in fear.
Yes. So if you want to be happy, you have to be brave. This is the #1 lesson that I have learned through all of this. And one thing that we have a really difficult time getting over is the fear of being honest with ourselves. We're so afraid to look inside and see what we might find. But the truth is, you're never going to find your happiness if you're not honest with yourself about what makes you happy. It's a hard thing to admit sometimes, but once you do it, it becomes so much easier because it's clear.
All right, finally.
Self-criticism and judgment.
Yeah, all that perceived judgment out there from ourselves and from elsewhere. You'd probably do more things that made you happy if you didn't have that voice in your head saying, oh, well, I'm not smart enough, or I'm too old now, or what would my wife think, or what would my kids think? Risk is involved in finding your happiness. Again, we've got to get over that fear factor. I've unlocked the secret to happiness. You do these 2 things. #1, be honest with yourself about what makes you happy. And #2, act in conformity with those desires, and you will see your happiness explode.
Love it, I love it. Okay, name of your book is?
Get in a good mood and stay there. So things you can do each and every day to help shift from that sort of negative attitude about things to the positive.
All right, and if you want more information, website DannieDeNovo.com. Thank you so much. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, there you go. Happiness.